Hello, 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 everyone. How are you all? So, I want to go through here real quick and do all the archer quests that I've put off, which is all of them. We'll do it all in one full recording, or at least we'll attempt to do so. Which to instruct you on the fundamentals of archery. Good morning to you, Illusion. I felt that it was about time you returned. Have you grown more accustomed to the bow? Before we go any further, I wish to ensure that you have grasped the fundamental essence of archery. Tell me, Illusion, do you truly understand what it means to see clearly? To see clearly is not merely to look, it is to observe with intent. Fail to do this, and no amount of talent with a bow will avail you. An archer must remain vigilant for any trace of his target, overlooking not the smallest detail lest it prove crucial to the realization of his purpose. He must, in short, see clearly. The coming task will test your powers of observation. A number of targets have been hidden throughout the city. I would have you seek out and destroy them. Each will fall easily to your heavy shot technique. When you have completed the task, return to me and we will continue. I mean, unfortunately, this will probably take me longer than I really want it to, but aha! Hiding under there. Ah, you have returned. I trust you have begun to comprehend the crucial importance of seeing clearly. The next trial will test your powers of observation. In battle, travel to the North Shroud and there put down 8 Microchews and 8 Opo-Opos. In contrast to the animate and wholly unthreatening targets of the previous trial, these creatures may be relied upon to move around and fight back. Where am I going? I don't. I'm not going to the right spot, but at all. I'm so over leveled for this, it's not even funny. But I gotta kill 8 of each. Oh, well, I guess those are pieces of equipment I'll have to... So I asked Ellie what kind of converter equipment she was in reference to help improve her streams. Just because it's like, well, I mean, that might help improve stuff I do on my own at some point. Or that I already do. Because I'm always looking to try to improve and try and get people to, I don't know, just whatever I can do to try and get people to want to show up to my streams more. Welcome back. What's your honest evaluation? Not bad if you ask me. The venture pulls a good bow and is enthusiastic besides. Pleasure to meet you. Second year at the guild. I had my eye on you for the duration of your travel. Not once did you notice my presence. Mind your surroundings. That is rich coming for you. Your every movement is wasteful, adventurer. Probably. Your back is crooked and your elbows misaligned. If it takes you an age to prime your bow and twice as long to loose an arrow. In summer, you fail on all counts. You have no talent as an archer, none whatsoever. I shall say it plain, Lucienne. This woman is not fit to wield a bow. For our sake and hers, we should revoke her membership. As I always said, outsiders can scarce be expected to understand. Never mind, master our noble art. We waste our breath trying to teach her like. Well, if that's the case, your art will die. None taken. I know full well that some of my kind can be prideful to excess and intolerant of other races. Oh, maybe we hold the same object, ever will they see different things. There's no right or wrong to it, for it is a question of perspective. What matters is the perspective we choose to adopt. She's right. You are possessed of bright eyes, eyes that speak great understanding. They shan't lead you astray, so trust them into what they see. Go now and resume your training. I look forward to making your progress. Please me see you burn out such plainly. You have taken my counsel to heart and learned to see with your own eyes. I would now have you discover what it means to behold things from a different standpoint. You'll recall one of your seniors at the guild. I have given you over to her care for this lesson. Speak with her and do as she bids. I've been expecting you. Shall we get on with it then? First, a quick review. Remember how the bowmaster had you seek out and destroy Tarkson throughout the city? Well, I'd have you do the same. This time over, you'll need to venture outside the gates. Sure, you've realized this now, but there's no guarantee of safety within the Tollswood. As you search, you should take care to mind your surroundings. You won't have the luxury of focusing on your quarry this time. Well, I will. Just because I'm so over-leveled for be doing this. Oh, but it's good to try and get back into the practice of doing these videos, and I don't know. I'm still not necessarily convinced in my head that I'm continuing down the right path, or well, if any path is right. Aha! Gridania. Stop asking me that. Well, you made short work of those sharks, I must say. It seems you've learned to seek your prey without being preyed upon. Let's continue then. I have in mind to give you more practical experience and procedural requests just for now, which I think will provide the perfect scenes, tree slugs and vultures. Gotta go kill tree slugs and vultures. What is their obsession with the number 8? It's like, really? 8? Why 8? Don't know what's with the number 8 obsession, but there's not really much that can be done about it. So now I need 2 vultures. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. I gotta go back to Gridania now. Now this will let me actually go through and pick up other classes, which then means I need to level those, so that way then we can do the same thing with all their class quests. Judging by your smug profession, I'd say you've acquired a feel for maneuvering to exploit enemy weakness while covering your own. Vultures are wont to keep their opponents at wing's length, and their attacks will send you flying. The solution to this is simple: maneuver to the rear. Tree slugs, on the other hand, have an annoying knack of disrupting spellcasting with their secretions. As such, you would do well to keep the creatures away from any mages in your party. In other words, positioning is important. It's good to see you, Lucian. I hope you've learned much from you, adventurer. Is it true you're the one who slew the tree slugs and vultures? Yes. How dare she entrust the security of our people to the hands of a stranger? I knew Mukute were reckless, but she is downright irresponsible. Shame on her. Did I not warn you that I was probably to suffer that woman's presence in our guild? Every time she wastes an arrow on game, she drags our noble art back into the darkness. Aye, and this girl too. She is an embarrassment to us all. That is quite enough, Silver. Your skill with the bow is undeniable, as is your love for our nation. Yet there is much and more you have yet to learn about archery. Lucia has matured greatly in the short time that she's been with us. You know this to be true. He just doesn't want to admit it. I suggest you come to terms with Lucian's presence here. You will be giving her her next lesson, after all. Unless, of course, you have any objections. Good. As for you, Lucian, I would have you devote yourself fully to training ahead of your lesson with Silveris. Suffice to say, you'll not be an easy instructor to impress. Oh, that we could agree. Before you take your leave, there's something I would tell you. You are as dedicated as soon as ever set foot in these halls. In recognition for your fervor for learning, I hereby grant you permission to join the other guilds. Naturally, you'll need to obtain the express permission of the relevant guildmaster, but I doubt that any will refuse one such as you. Up here says welcome back. I trust you've been keeping your nose to the grindstone. As mentioned that when last we spoke, you'll train under Silver's tutelage today. Put aside your misgivings and avail yourself of his wealth of experience. Go now, present yourself before him. Since an active range, this is not a safe place for you to be. I see. It was too much to hope that you would not return. The others believe that you have potential, but I am not so easily convinced. Like so many adventurers, you have not the faintest inkling of what it means to be an archer, and how could you? Archery is the proudest tradition of Wildwood Ellis, and an essence of this art. To read one's enemies has been instilled in us over centuries. In that time, we have defended this great nation against every imaginable foe, granting sensei, which you will never possess. Can you recognize the subtle signs that betray a coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movement? No. Can you glean your foe's intention at a glance? No. And can such things be learned by one who knows nothing of our traditions? No. It's only out of respect for Lucian that I have agreed to teach you. Go to the East Trail and seek out the targets hidden there, but do not presume this will be as easy as before. As studied, the ability to read one's enemies is fundamental to archery. Yet the trials set by my colleagues do not require you to do this. So, in other words, he's trying to be a dick. He's succeeding at being a dick, but he's still being a dick. Too bad I can't shoot from Chocobo back. That'd be awesome. Ah! It's like the circle hadn't gone away, and I knew this one was out of the circle, and a different one, so it's like, there's one still here somewhere. I just don't know necessarily where. Hey, so you've returned a passable performance for an infantry, but the bare minimum for any archer. Oh, yeah. Go to the North Trail and do things there. Go to the Conjurer's Guild. So many bows. We'll be synced down. Curse magic, stay away! There, I defeated the guy. Silvera's probably not going to be very happy about the outcome. He's probably hoping I was going to die. Bastard. See, I didn't think this would take me that long to do all these quests, but it's taking longer than I thought it would take. Even though I struggled to credit the Sentry's report, yet here you are, and it's no more. This God's damn adventure should be so. Only by the grace of Nimi herself could you have survived, but even though it was pure luck, I will keep my word. Should you stay or should you go, I care not. You have completed the task to my satisfaction. I am given to understand that you single-handedly drove off an Ixali scouting party and that you did so with precision and guile. How exactly was that training? Illusion just an adventurer, Silvera thrust her in the jaws of the enemy in the hope that she wouldn't come back. And when against all expectations she did come back, the stubborn Ara still refused to acknowledge her skill. Is that truly your impression? Well, yes, he said it was pure luck. Mere noise. Silvera sees, or that I have no doubt. Did you not mark the way he covered his mouth when he uttered the words? It is a habit of his to do so on those occasions when his tongue and his heart are in disagreement. For all his skill at reading the idiosyncrasies of others, he has yet to recognize his own. Impressive work, Illusion. You have applied yourself to the lessons and demonstrated your command of the core concepts. You're now an archer in your own right. Allow me to teach you something to commemorate this accomplishment. You came a good time. I have a task for you. A petition has arrived from the Praetary out in the South Shroud. Himself has requested our assistance in dealing with a gang of poachers. I would have the three of you meet with him and investigate his claims. You will go this three. Also, this past time you recognize Lucian as a fellow archer. I will not. I have held my tongue in the matter for continued presence here, but I will bend no further. Who in the hell do you think you are? In case you've forgotten, you aren't even a Quiverman anymore. That may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders unlike you, savage. You know nothing about me, you bigoted son of a... Enough! But one more word and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. Three of you will go, and now out of my sight. I'm tired of dealing with you guys. Go away! No, I did hit 36. we'll probably try and go through and get some of the various mounts of this game once we ever get to that point. Hi, I'm back. Oh, you lot must be from Archers Guild. Welcome, friends. Now, as your guildmaster will have said, I put in a request for some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, it is not uncommon to find poachers in this region. Well, regrettable, neither Godsgrove nor the Woodwellers deem them worthy of attention. Why then did you imagine them to be worthy of ours? Because they ain't no common poachers. They're part of a gang. They say she and hers are always moving, staying one step ahead, but I reckon she's hiding out here somewhere. Thing is, I just can't send people out searching. I made a pact with the Red Belly Bandits team. We stay out of their territory and they don't make no trouble with it. Here, that being so, if I summon the mass ranks of the Whalers and the Quivermen, all of a sudden hells would swiftly break loose, assuming they thought the matter worthy of their attention. But that's not an option. As luck would have it, though, I've got 3 keen-eyed archers to take care of things as said, all without raising no alarms. May leave the matter to us. Split up, scour the area for any signs of the poachers. Empty mead bottles. Some arrows. And a trap. So what I'll probably do is probably once we get all the story up to Endwalker is when I'll probably go back to my main. An iron leg trap and a poacher's arrow. Those are both evidence of illegal activity, but nothing that will help us find her. These meatballs are but old refuse from before the Druthers was ever built. They have no connection to the gang. What do you know of this woman? I know that she is the most infamous poacher ever to walk the Twelves Wood. A born leader, deadly with the bow, she formed her own gang of Makote hunters. She was apprehended once and would have been brought to justice had she not tricked a foolish young sentry into releasing her before vanishing without a trace. Is that so? In any case, we've scoured the area and found nothing. How do we know that this was even seen here? Now is not the time for this. I agree. It's not. See? You discounted my evidence, but important evidence it still was. Any signs? Covered in footprints. These tracks are fresh, very fresh. I wager the bandits were lured to our coming and fled, else they're hiding near. Take cover. And there I was thinking we'd caught ourselves some of the meddling bloody masqueraders. Not that I'm playing hiding your face downright bloody rude when we ain't been introduced. Speaking of ill manners, don't you know it ain't decent to barge your way into a lady's bedchamber without knocking? You would lecture us on manners? Truly, I have heard it all. They have us outnumbers. We had best split up. Leader's mine. I'll try to isolate her from her litter. The rest I leave to you two. As you will. Oh, and healer. You just became public enemy number 1. Oh, put away your bow, did you? Useless. It's absolutely useless. Was that the last of them? Have you seen Aleppo? With me! Hurry! Go back to Buscaron. Seven Hills, they were my old post, and they drank my old mead. That stings most of all. Uh, so my fellow students are losing focus. That's no good. Oh, God, send you to Pastor me. By any chance, this is hardly her concern. It is most certainly not yours. If you must know, I've decided to leave the guild. I mean to track down and finish what we started. The gods, Quiver, and Woodweller seem more content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I already made the mistake once. So they're both leaving. No. I said no. So, considering how long these quests are, I think in the future I'm just going to do single quests at a time as recordings. the hells I won't. Okay. So basically, she just challenged us to a fight. Shall we begin? Sure. Let's go. I see now. Yeah, I'm sure you do. It's so simple. You have opened your eyes and looked beyond your master's faults. You've accepted their teachings and taken them to heart. Even Silver, for all his bigotry, wishes only to preserve his traditions. I lost sight of everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with my own, and was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. But I have family here too, a family that sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I have become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy and attempt to concealment, disdain, discern the naked truth. It's little wonder then that I have neglected to look inside myself until now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I have found the experience rather excruciating. Thank you, Illusion. I know now that I belong at the guild, together with you and Lucienne. And yes, even that bloody wildwood, gods help me, I think I might actually miss him. Welcome home. Let's see here. Well, that'd be an upgrade, so we'll go with that. I'm glad you come. Perhaps you can talk some sense to this stubborn fool. So basically, this is an entire quest chain of friendship. The power of friendship. Looks like you got the crap beat out of you. Too bad I don't have the equipment or weaponry of someone of this high of level. Well, this is unfortunate. Silver! Illusion, I told you not to follow me. I neither need nor want. Don't take me for a fool. You cannot conceal the truth from this archer's eye. Illusions, the others are almost upon us. We must make our stand here and protect Silver. Healer's gotta go first. Ow, that hurt a lot. I told you, I do not need your assistance. Quite why have you deluded yourselves into thinking you're the one who's deluded, thinking you can deceive us when even a blind man can see that you cover your mouth every time you tell a lie. Observe with intent, overlooking not the smallest detail. Discern your subjects' unique characteristics and recognize patterns in their behavior. I learned these things from Lucien and from you. But I'll be damned if I'm going to watch you get yourself killed. There's still so much I don't know about Gridania, Wildwood Archery, and so much that I need you to teach me. Just fixing your form is the least I can do. Why you? Things are we have but one chance to catch them. Poachers throughout the 12s would use bone whistles like this one to communicate with it. I believe we can lure her out finding soon she has not moved on. This gang's whistle. Lucian, if you're determined to help me, I have a task for you. As last seen there, somewhere to the east of the camp, the hollow tree trunk is a clearing where two streams meet and nefs are want to congregate. We'll lay our trap there and you will be the bait. Do not fear, Lucian. I swear on my honor as a Gridanian archer that no harm will come to you. I really need to plug my headset in. It only ever starts beeping when it's below 15%, and I don't know how much longer it's got left in it. I mean, it's been in use for 5 some hours now. Flux, I knew I should have trusted my gut. Some folks just can't take a hint. I do hope you'll forgive my forwardness, madam. No, no, sir. 'Tis most flattering. Ah, there's the healer. I knew there was one in there somewhere. I just couldn't. There had to be one at some point. I remember correctly, it used to be a skill we archers had, but they took it away. Because we used to have 3 AoE skills, and now I think we only have 2. If I remember correctly. Thought you only had eyes for me. Can't. I won't. How much experience do I get from this? Well, 30k. It's not bad. Nothing to sneeze at there. I am relieved to see you again, Illusion. Had the 3 of you not been united in your purpose, Pone would still be free and 1 or more of you would surely be dead. I'm so proud of you. Not only have you mastered our teachings, but you have also helped our guildmates regain the perspective that they had lost. For your showing compassion to your peers, I would teach you a new technique, Wind Bite. With Wind Bite, you can bring the power of very air around you to bear against your opponents, and they will suffer on long. After you've knocked your next arrow, it will serve you well in battle, I am certain. All archers walk the same path, Illusion, towards improvement and discovery. As long as you have the vision to see the path ahead, you will continue to mature and excel. Yet we all grow weary and lose direction in time. When this befalls you, I will have no doubt that you will find your way back to us. Trust in your eyes, Illusion. They will never lead you astray. Ah, yes. Okay. Well, for that, thank you for joining for this. We stream pretty much nightly. So hopefully you come visit us sometime. Till then, or till the next video, have a wonderful rest of your evening, everyone.